What's going on? We're back. This is Chords V Plugs. I'm Blizz81.
Big Red 773. And if you're listening to this broadcast, you is the resistance.
It's official. What's going on out there, everybody? It's been a couple days.
Gas is up another 15 cents.
Another drip in the bucket.
Business is booming. Ain't building too much back better, but business is booming.
Booming is the right word there. Booming just got over, I guess, right? With the ceasefire. Nah.
For now. For now. It's just retooling. We got to reload.
Yeah. Fucking expensive ass bombs.
But I mean, even over here, business is booming. The $7 trillion budget that Biden's going to propose, the highest, the most spending since World War II era. What are they gearing up for? What's going on that we don't know about?
Well, the Republicans came back today with their counter proposal for infrastructure and said less than $1 billion. When it started, last month is like 2.6 or something like that. Did it start at?
This World War II era budget, and none of it has anything to do with his campaign pledges. There's no health care. There's no student loan forgiveness. There's no free community college. You know what I'm saying? None of this is in there. There's none of this.
Yeah, none of another one of his campaign promises to be on the phone with President Xi right away and saying we need to have our people in there. That didn't happen yet either. There's a whole bunch of stuff. We could probably just watch back one or two of his interviews from his campaign and rack them up. I'm sure they'd be in the double digits for shit that he said on the campaign that didn't happen or have no inkling of happening.
Starting at the very top with $2,000 checks.
Yeah. Just that list would probably be enough by itself. The things that have already been passed that weren't exactly how he explained
it. Had a beautiful week here. The weather was amazing. Swam all week. Got extra fucking crispy. Nice. Tan as a moth. I was go ahead. Welcome, Sharon. I noticed she popped in as well.
Yeah. What's happening, Sharon? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming back.
I was relaxing at the house one of these days during the week, and Forgetting Sarah Marshall was on TV. Great movie. And it was getting ready to end. Flicked on the TV guide, and I noticed that coming on after it was a Jason Sudeikis movie. And it dawned on me that there's some very cruel people working at Comedy Central to put these movies back to back, because Jason Sudeikis is living Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, I never even thought about that.
I had a really good laugh on that. And then I was reposting something from earlier episodes about CNN being the new E network, you know, the Keeping Up with Washington. And I said, I added to it that AOC needs to drop a sex tape to pump those ratings. And I wonder, whose sex tape would get more views, AOC's or the Orange Man's?
AOC easy.
You think so?
I think so.
I think it might be closer though than you think. I don't think it's going to be a clear runaway for either one, because there's so many people that, you know, that just the haters alone that are going to watch the Orange Man video, you know what, just to fucking cut it up. And, you know, I don't think it would be a runaway for AOC.
No way. It'd be a clear runaway. What would happen would they'd take still shots out of the video and put it on the front of newspapers, so nobody would actually want to see it. You know what I mean? AOC's, it would just be I don't know.
It'd be
Like that.
amazing for CNN
Yeah, for sure.
and her as well. I mean, it seems to work out for these gals.
CNN, they might not all lose their jobs in the next 6 months.
Viewership's down 70%.
Right.
Do they even have a network? Like, what are they doing over there?
Don Lemon faked a network change. Is that what I heard? So no, I'm not going to do this anymore. He's just like rebranding. They're having all kinds of trouble over there. We were talking about pre-stream about the brother, the Chris Cuomo.
Yep.
He got in trouble, or didn't even get in trouble. They just fucking said that
Yep.
he acted irresponsibly.
No trouble at all. Boy just can't get right.
Shook a finger at him, coaching his brother through a sexual assault allegation. Seems like a solid idea.
And who you think that that's just where it ended? You don't think it had anything to do with pulling any strings at a certain network? At least maybe during a certain prime time hour, maybe.
Yeah, maybe could be. He was covering a lot of stuff for the last couple of years. You know what I mean? All those schmucks.
Not much Como side though, and not much touchy feely. So
Not
this
yet.
week,
Hopefully, we'll see. The mayor race is coming up, right? There's a bunch of people that are in that race still.
yeah, but it seems like he still has the political machine behind him for some reason or another. They're turning on Fauci. Gates is out of the picture. Fauci is slowly fading away. They're going to turn on him soon, but it seems like Cuomo he's
His
either
dad
got
was the
some
mayor
dirt,
too.
yeah, he's still in the in crowd because he's getting away with a lot of shit.
It's crazy. It's insane.
Like, some people that helped this, that allowed or acted in this fortification are going to get done away with. You served your purpose. Thank you. We're going to put somebody that's a little bit more controllable in power. But some people,
Yeah,
some people are going to get the book deals, and some people,
yeah,
modeling contracts for their nieces.
yeah, exactly. Their daughters are gonna get board positions in energy in Ukraine. Hopefully, the table looks like it's leaning toward Fauci's going to be the one that takes the axe pretty soon.
Yes, it does.
A lot of walk back. A lot of walk back going on in the news.
And a certain someone, me, has been saying, all along that to the especially to the science community, got friends that are going to be doctors, and the always trust the science, we have to do this, we have to do that. Like, facts are ever evolving. I've been adamant about this entire year of COVID, and trusting the science means something different every fucking 2 weeks. This is, I'm not going to take what you say today is fucking as infallible, because I know that next week, it could be something entirely different. It could be the exact fucking opposite. I'm going to use my judgment and make my decision, and, respect it, don't respect it, but it's still my right. And as a critical thinking fucking human, I'm not going to just drink the fucking Kool-Aid because the flock fucking says, the flock is in agreement.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the people that really get me. The people that are like, no, 100% it's either way, one side or the other, doesn't matter. If you say it's done already, it's a settled science, so to speak, you know what I mean? Then you're bullshitting or you're shilling. Period. grabbing the Discord link real quick. I'm going to throw that in the chat.
Yeah. So the Supreme Court ruled that on the community caretaking, which was police entering your fucking home without a warrant because your neighbors snitch on you more or less to try to take your guns, take your property. Supreme Court ruled that the government can no longer search without a warrant, that community caretaking is in fact unconstitutional and illegal. So sort of a win for liberty. Small win.
Small win. That was a unanimous one too, ain't it? The Supreme Court, the last like 4 decisions in a row have all been unanimous. What's happening,
Yep,
Buckeye? Buckeye in the chat. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Appreciate it.
How you doing?
Let's write a screenplay. Says shapes are an illusion. There are no sides.
I can dig it.
Right? You've been drinking. Let's write a screenplay. All right. I'm going to throw up
all is vibration, all is frequency right there with you.
There's a link for the Discord, fellas.
So, Blizz, what's your opinion on the increasing amount of UFO fucking shilling that's going on?
It's ours. That's what I say.
All of it? I just think find it so fucking.
Some of it's birds. Let's write a screenplay. Says Big Red fucking gets it.
hey, fucking A right. I just think the timing of this shit is fucking interesting, and it's most likely ours. I'm with you on that. I'm thinking Endgame and where's this shit going? I'm putting my money on UFO lands on Temple Mount. Start getting some prop bets together.
Yeah. What do you think top 5 would be? Temple Mount. I'd say Giza. Pyramid.
Well, for me, it'd be a fake alien invasion, and maybe China shit falling out of the sky, or just practice runs. They're just seeing if they got their aim right.
Just dropping a whole satellite.
Fake alien invasion, Temple Mount. Landing on the White House maybe would be fucking another possibility, but I think landing on Temple Mount is probably where I put my money down.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say like Giza, the Great Pyramid. That'd be pretty epic. What's up?
It would be fucking epic.
Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming through, everybody. Appreciate it. We're going to keep on coming through as long as they don't black bag us and take us off the interweb.
Check out our Discord. Trying to build a little bit of a community place to hang out, share some cool shit, memes and all that.
Where else, dude? Where are they seen the most? South America? Don't they have a high rate down there in Central America?
It seems like cornfields and parts of England. But that's probably just crazy white folk. Too much time on their hands.
Out making corn mazes. I've never had that much time, dude. Have you seen some of those designs? That takes some major planning. Probably takes 12 hours to get it done, but it takes 3 months of fucking drawing shit up, making tools. Yeah, I'd say it's our stuff, man. I think it's stuff we're working on. Obviously, the 5th generation fighter jet's out. We just announced Space Force. They've been working on the F-35 a lot. They've been working on like high atmosphere. Our shit goes higher and faster than anybody knows. That's what I think.
Or it's just drones. It's just pilots not expecting a fucking drone, and It's
Yeah,
just surveillance.
yeah, or even not even like aircraft of ours. It could be experimental drones of ours. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it's ours though. I don't think they would even fucking. I don't think they'd say anything if it wasn't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. For
They're
sure.
pushing it off like they always have.
Yeah, because it would be, it's Russia. It's fucking Russia. Where the fuck is that crowd at? You know?
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna say China, but it could be Russia.
Mm-hmm. It's probably Japan the whole time. Just
Hopefully,
trolling.
some PS5 airdrops.
Right? Fucking Amazon. I wish it was the Amazon drone so I can get some fucking PlayStation already. Joe Biden condemns escalating violence in Ethiopia.
Now get it together, you pesky kids.
Yeah, right.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Why don't you stop fighting already, man? You're making me look bad. Why's everybody got to start fighting?
When Hunter got all worked up, I just tell my handler to get him a rock. You guys got lots of rocks. You're in the desert.
Sent him to the Ukraine. You can't find his laptop though. There was some new news about his emails and out of that laptop yesterday. I'm waiting for something real to pop off. You know what I mean? Fox is always talking about it, but I don't know. Apparently, the FBI hasn't leaked, which is surprising. Thinking about the track record of the Department of Justice, you know what I mean?
I wonder what else is out there. How many cell phones and shit and other laptops this guy's pawned. I'm just picturing the Biden house when Hunter was growing up, like Requiem for a Dream, where the dude's just stealing Sarah Goldfarb's TV every fucking day.
Yeah.
Just Joe's shit's just missing. You know, he's trying to get the launch codes to sell to whoever the fuck he can. You know.
Right? He's setting up meetings. Fucking helicopters missing. On some evil genius type shit. I could only imagine what that was like, being filthy rich and a scumbag. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about privilege.
It ain't me. I no fortunate boy. That's for damn sure.
So what do we got in the news here, Red? You want me to pull up the...
Yeah, let's start off with some Fauci.
Let's get it. We'll go full. What do we got on Fauci?
And others are not.
How has it changed what you do when you wear a mask?
Excuse me,
How has it changed what you do? How has it changed your mask wearing practices?
Well, you know, George, I'm obviously careful because, I mean, I'm a physician and a healthcare provider. I am now much more comfortable in people seeing me indoors without a mask. I mean, before the CDC made the recommendation change, I didn't want to look like I was giving mixed signals. But being a fully vaccinated person, the chances of my getting infected in an indoor setting is extremely low. And that's the reason why in indoor settings now, I feel comfortable about not wearing a mask because I'm fully vaccinated.
Finally, I know that President Biden announced it.
And others are not.
How has it changed what you do?
Okay.
Trust the science. Trust the science of optics.
Talking about indoors now. This is the guy that said wear 2 masks, what, fucking 3 months ago?
And this is just after being asked these very same question, being asked this question by Rand Paul, that, you know, is any of this for imagery? Is any of
theater?
yeah?
Oh, here we go with the theater talk again.
Political theater, absolutely. He fucking definitely not only owes fucking Rand Paul an apology, but he should be in some fucking handcuffs. That's what it seems like. They got to get this man under oath and see how quickly he fucking buries himself.
He needs to be fired immediately. I mean, how do you think he could ride this out the way he's been going? This fucking guy.
He's gonna ride it as long as he can and try to fucking, he's still the patron saint of science.
Yeah. Trust the science. That's what they say, right? Did you see Rand Paul put up that legislation to stop funding to
Yeah.
China?
And did you see a fucking attack on his fucking house? The motherfucker got us a package with some white powder and shit in it and death threats.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
And all I could think of is, man, hopefully, I mean, I hope everybody's fine. I hope that there is no real fucking threat, but just maybe, it awakens the fire inside of Dad and he fucking comes out with a fucking vengeance and saves us. We need you, Ron Paul. We need you more than ever. I mean, there seems to be electing old white men as president seems to be the in thing, So why not Ron Paul?
Yeah, how old is Ron Paul now? He's got to be up there.
The presidents are getting older and whiter, so why not Ron Paul?
That's right. A screenplay says Rand Paul is the only good politician in Washington.
He could be so much more, though, man. The apple fell a little bit far from the fucking tree.
He's not his dad, that's for sure.
Yeah. Ron lost his poor meatball, unfortunately. Just kept rolling and rolling.
I'm going to look up how old Ron Paul is. 1935. He's 85. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work.
He's got to get some of that Alex Jones shit. His man pills. And get a fucking My Pillow.
Ivanka? Yeah, get him a couple My Pillows and some Giza Dream Sheets. Screenplay says Ivanka 2024 for real.
I don't know about that.
I've heard that a lot, but
wouldn't. Yeah, that doesn't get my panties in a bunch at all.
I don't think so. If it's not Trump, it's got to be DeSantis, right?
I don't know. That one's. He'd be hard to pull off too. I don't think you win with DeSantis.
I don't think you win with anybody but Trump. You know what I mean? Honestly, straight up, I don't think the Republicans can win with anybody but Trump at this point.
Yeah, we've discussed this on long end. I don't think that there's anybody in the party right now that could muster the following needed. That could bring people in the middle, over to their side, and try to make some people on the left think a little bit. I don't think that person's in Washington right now. But maybe one day.
Screenplay says Ivanka's a hot Trump, though. Problem. Well, if DeSantis runs, then Ivanka's probably going to run for governor of Florida, right? That's what I'm thinking. I don't think Ivanka's going to go for president right away. I don't think so. I think you'd probably see a Trump Jr. before Ivanka. Running, not winning, of course. I don't think Ivanka could win, dude. Even if she could run, she could probably win the primary.
No, I don't think she could win.
Who do you think is going to be in the primary? Obviously Nikki Haley, Trump. I mean, the front runners. I don't even know if Haley will run if Trump runs, but Haley, Trump, DeSantis, and Kristi Noem. Those are the five that I'd say.
Yeah, it's early. I mean, I don't even have a full list right now because honestly, I don't see anybody with with big fucking chances. You know, I don't see the candidate besides Orange Man coming back. But even then, you know, there's still that never Trump fucking movement. You know, those
Yeah.
people that will never ever agree to anything he says just because of who he is. You know, it might be something short term, but the right needs to figure out some long term goals and start looking for some John F. Kennedys. Get some youth. We need a youth. They need a youth
They need some
movement.
youths.
Yeah, some youths for damn sure. New ideas. You know, fuck. If Posa wants to give up being an agent, he could probably run, but I'm sure the latter is probably likely. Probably will see him running. If Cerno's running, I'm sure we'll see.
Did Cerno officially enter that? What's going on with Newsom? Is he getting recalled? Is he fucking just waiting it out till re-election? What the fuck's going on in Cali?
I thought they had what the required signatures to do the fucking recall, but yeah, I haven't heard anything about it in a while.
Screenplay says first woman president. I think the country needs her. LOL. But it's okay. I'm just speculating. Yeah, I don't think Ivanka has a legitimate shot. Period.
I'm big on Candace Owens. I would vote for Candace Owens in a heartbeat. Like right now, she doesn't even have to fucking get a governor job, a senator job. Nah, fuck it. I'll vote for her right now. Put her in, coach. She's ready.
Wow. Is she even old enough? What do you got to be 35 to run for president? Screenplay says, I'm all about federal tax reform, bro. Let's go. Federal tax reform? I'm all about getting rid of the federal income tax and maybe raising sales tax. I'm down with that. I can fuck with that. Tax actual exchange of monies. Screw president. Let's just get into Congress. No, I could never be a politician.
I've considered starting small, running for a local alderman, seeing, you know, what I can do in my actual area, but
Yeah,
live in a pretty corrupt area, and
that's
it's hard out here for a pimp. It's the best way to say it.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't make it.
I've definitely considered it. I know Kevin, he's in here all the time. He's thought about it. He's actually has a little bit of a platform. It's actually pretty interesting. He talked about basically his tax plan would be you choose where you want your tax dollars allocated to. So if you want to, you know, if you're worried about, if you're concerned about schools, you want your money to go to schools, that's fine. You know, you want your money to go to roads, that's fine. And you could actually see and keep track of where your dollars are going. Well,
It's interesting.
sounds pretty fucking good. Yeah, it sounds pretty fucking good to me. Shout out to Kevin.
Yeah, but I mean, it would have to be. How could you even do that? I mean, would it be county taxes? You know what I mean? Otherwise, state. Like state
Yeah, no,
tax would be
you
easier.
start in a small area, and if it fucking works, then you know go bigger. Try, you know, you could actually run a fucking political career off of it. Honestly, if you just keep building on success.
It's an interesting idea. I just don't like the idea of paying federal income tax. I think they should tax exchanges of money. You know what I mean? Sales tax.
I want to redefine what it means to be a politician. Well, you're gonna have to put them on minimum wage for that.
Yeah, right. It should be a national average, is what it should be.
Yeah. You have to end all lobbying. Gonna have to more or less. I mean, you really can't, because if you end campaign donations over a certain amount, then the little guy would never ever have a fucking chance. Really, you'd have to become a self-made millionaire or billionaire first before you can consider doing anything. And by then, you've lost your touch with the fucking little guy anyway, and you're no longer, you're a suit. You're not a man of the people anymore, and so
Yeah.
it defeats the purpose.
That's actually what I just said. If they actually made the national average or the state average, you know what I mean? If they're a representative, then that might actually make them raise the standard of living. You know what I mean? Then they'd have a vested interest in actually making the country better. You know what I mean? If they only got paid the national average, they'd be more incentivized to raise the national average in income for a couple of grand or a couple of 20 grand. You know,
we'll see.
mean?
We'll see how trickle down economics works then.
Yeah, I'm totally down for that. That's kind of a good idea. I should write these things down to explore them further. There you go, screenplay. There's some. You said you wanted to run for Congress. Write this shit down, bro. Screenplay says, let's make politics cool again. I don't think they were ever really cool. JFK was probably it. And
yep.
And at the time, Washington, probably.
And just like January 6th, they're doing all they can to make sure that shit never happens again.
They just recalled the troops, right? The National Guard from DC. They're starting to break shit down now.
The biggest threat in America today. That siege that lasted months.
We talking about Portland or?
Yeah, I think so. I think
they set Portland on fire the other night too, day before yesterday.
It was the anniversary of one of the buildings that they set on fire a year ago. They tried to set it on fire again.
Solid planning, boys. Screenplay says only constituents lobby. It's a decent idea. You can do like the federal dollars or federal coupons, like Yang says, where each with your taxes you get a return with federal political dollars. You know what I mean? There's I don't know. I could see so many ways to make that weird.
It's going to go the Black Mirror route where it's all tied into fucking likes and emojis. You are allocated a certain amount of likes a year, and you can donate your likes to whichever politician you choose. Heart emojis were $35,000.
Right. Poop emojis. Get rid of suits. No, they have to look respectable.
I mean, we're going to put them in kilts?
Right? You don't want some guys walking in with tie-dyes. You know how fucking...
I mean...
Boomers are going away now, man. It's the Gen Xers that are coming in there. Going to be wearing Nirvana t-shirts and shit.
Salmon shorts.
Screenplay says, I'm down with helping someone else flip a house seat too. Man, ain't nothing flipping where we're from, buddy. It's only going to get worse up here. We're just bitching about
it. Yeah, and it is getting worse specifically here. Not only are there no longer police chases, vehicle chases, now there's going to be no more foot chases. You commit a felony and you get a little bit of lead on the cops, they're not going to chase you anymore.
Do you think that's going to increase gun violence or use of firearms? People,
yeah, absolutely. I think a lot more civilians are going to find themselves in positions of some of these cops. People are going to get shot in the back. I mean, dude, just 3 miles from where I live, 3 days ago, a man was carjacked, helping somebody change a tire, shot in the fucking head.
Yeah, he was like a AAA guy, right? He like responded to some lady with a flat tire, so he was helping her change her tire, and then he was about to get carjacked, and the dude shot him and then carjacked him.
Yeah, scuffle. Dude lost the gun, got control of the gun, killed him.
I'm acting like a boomer now. I'm a centennial. I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Does this sounds definitely sounds like an area, you know, that does not need any fucking police chases in any way, shape, or form. You know, the wild fucking west. And
A lot
I
of
always said that I was born in the wrong area, wrong era, because like all the jailbreaks and all the easy crime and shit, that those days are already over. Everybody's already fucked it up for the rest of us.
yeah,
But
yeah, all the good schemes have been taken already.
with history repeating itself, just maybe.
Shit's
Just
getting
maybe I
weird.
can't get a ragtag group of raiders and we can roll in from the suburbs, take the city every couple months, and live fat on sarsaparilla.
Fuck it, go straight Mad Max. Said fuck all this nonsense. We're going Mad Max. Yeah, it's wild. I think they said 22%. We're in Chicago, so I think they said the crime rate, the violent crime rate and the murder rate have all gone up like 22% compared to last year, a quarter more. And what did we end up with? Like 700 murders or something like that last year?
Yeah, we're gonna definitely plow through that one this year.
It's crazy, man. Talk to a lot of people. I've been interacting with a lot of people on Twitch for the last couple days, and a bunch of people are talking about like they're from the country and they want to move to the city. It'd be nice to be able to walk for coffee and go to the
Shit.
park. That's what I'm thinking to
Dreaming.
myself. I'm just laughing like, oh my God, please don't move here. You're a statistic,
Yeah. Yeah, you are prey.
right? First person you tell, I just moved here. I'm from
Uh,
Kansas. Done.
oh man, speaking of Chicago fucking being different, um one of the fucking murals for that one kid that got shot, I think it might have been fucking little
Toledo.
homicide. Yeah, the Toledo kid.
Mhm.
Oh, they tagged this fucking thing, man. It's it's as Chicago as it gets, man.
Yeah,
Fucking spray painted dicks on this kid's face. Fucking it's Chicago, baby. No love, no love in this fucking city for sure.
that's rough.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Um, I'll fucking post it in the Discord.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to find it right now. My fucking buddy posted it yesterday.
3 hours ago. Oh, I see one with paint all over it.
Yeah. You found it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wow.
So here we have back on the Twitter sphere that PolitiFact ended up fact checking Fauci's Rand Paul exchange, and Fauci is in fact full of shit.
Did conduct gain of function research on bat viruses, some of which was funded by EcoHealth Alliance. EcoHealth, that's that Jurassic? I know Poso was calling him out last week. I think it's DRASCK. Let me see here.
It's all here, and it's been here for the entire year. All of the questions, all of the probable cause, all of the reasons to keep an open mind have all fucking been here. And people put so much faith in the ideology of science that they can poo-poo something that's right in front of their faces. This is exactly how people were burned at the fucking stake a couple thousand years ago for saying that the earth was round. this closed-minded bullshit that actually holds us back as a fucking species.
What day was this? The 18th? However, some scientists told PolitiFact that the Wuhan lab did conduct gain-of-function research on bat viruses, some of which was funded by the EcoHealth Alliance grant. I wish PolitiFact went into a little bit more detail there instead of just saying some scientists.
Yeah, right?
What up, Wombat? Welcome to the stream, bud. We're just going over how Fauci's a big liar, pants on fire.
Oh, we got another one here. We got
Before the CDC made the recommendation change, I didn't want to look like I was giving mixed signals. But being a fully vaccinated person, the chances of my getting infected in an indoor setting is extremely low. And that's the reason why in indoor settings now, I feel comfortable about not wearing a mask.
You're telling everybody to wear a mask, whether they've had an infection or a vaccine. What I'm saying is they have immunity, and everybody agrees they have immunity. What studies do you have that people that have had the vaccine or have had the infection are spreading the infection? If we're not spreading the infection, isn't it just theater?
No, it's
If you had
not.
the vaccine and you're wearing 2 masks. Isn't that theater?
No, that's not. Here we go again with the theater. Let's get down to the facts.
I didn't want to look like I was giving mixed signals. But being a fully vaccinated person, the chances of my getting infected in an indoor setting is extremely low. And that's the reason why in indoor settings now, I feel comfortable about not wearing a mask.
Theater? Oh, here we go with the theater again.
Cue the Curb Your Enthusiasm music. Dun, 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 dun.
Wombat says, heck with Fauci, he needs to be fired from a freaking cannon. Like at the circus, like a clown. Shoot him over the fucking ocean into a net in China, like he's yours now.
Just send him to Taiwan where we can't see him anymore.
Right? That'll be fine. Taiwan will be fine. I'm looking up this EcoHealth Alliance. Their homepage says, save a forest in Malaysia. Why a healthy gorilla makes a healthy you. What's going on here?
And
Programs. They have a biosurveillance section. Yeah, the guy I was thinking is his name is Peter Daszak, Daszak. I guess he's the guy that Rand Paul was talking about when he was asking about the scientist that gets the grant money wherever. Like that guy was in charge of the money that was sent over there, and that he is a gain of function doctor. Sharon says, what are the chances Fauci cost us trillions for creating the virus? I don't know.
I don't think it would be for his personal gain. I think it would be, he was going along with a plan that was laid out before him.
I don't even know if there was a plan, man. I think that, gain of function research is the point of it is to make the viruses, design them in a way to be more harmful to humans so that they could work on them and figure out cures for them. You know what I mean? Beforehand. But with the news that just came out talking about how the 3 scientists inside that Wuhan lab got sick in November, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it's very interesting information. So
go ahead.
I was just going to say, I could completely see a scenario where it just gets out because of fucking shitty security protocols. And then once it's out, it's fucking out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But that back to that no, them saying that possibly back in November. It's very interesting because back we were still working around this time, and everybody some people were getting sick, some people weren't getting sick.
Yeah, we were working up till March, I think.
So we had all once the COVID stuff started really coming out, and they started calling it a pandemic. This was about like February, Marchish. We would all talk amongst ourselves, and we were all 90% positive that this stuff had already bounced its way around us,
Yeah.
through us November, December. We thought for sure that it was already came and gone
Yep.
before, long before they even shut anything down. So yeah, it is very, very interesting that November development.
Especially because it was what they were suspecting at the beginning, that it was like a 2-week gestation, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
people weren't getting sick for a couple of weeks, even though they were infected.
Yeah.
So I mean, that could push it into probably into October, So, I don't know if that's the case, then the chances are pretty high that some of the money that Fauci, was connected to in these facilities, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it did have a direct impact on the research that was going on.
Yeah. Like this, I don't think this thing was deadly as, as it should have been for an intentional, warfare act. I think that, the lab leak, an accident it's possible. It's within the realm of possibility.
Yeah,
And it was just played upon.
that's one of the arguments.
People took advantage of it in order to fucking pass their fucking agendas, whether it's, point the finger, get Orange Man out, or,
Oh yeah, I mean,
extend overreach a little bit. That's just the way the
China,
game is played.
obviously China didn't go out of their way to help us out at all. They could give a fuck if we ever figured shit out, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So it was definitely to get Trump out. I think that's why Trump is out, I should say. He didn't get reelected because of COVID, and that's it. Simple. He would have won probably in a fucking landslide if COVID never happened. The way things were going, people were doing
Mm-hmm.
decent. Their bank accounts were feeling pretty solid.
Yep. It
Everybody
was.
was
Things are going
happy.
pretty nice.
Everybody was
Yes.
working. But yeah, that's one of the arguments I've heard against the whole lab leak theory, is that if it was actually a designed fucking weapon, then it should have killed everybody. You know what I mean? Why is it not, less than 1% or whatever the
Yeah.
numbers are?
Exactly.
Which makes me think that, something just got out, something that was in early stages. You know what I mean? I don't know how far this gain of function research has gotten. I know they started it in 2000, I think, right? It was 2000 or 2004. So 20 years. I'm sure they could make a lot of headway.
So here we have a story that, for those of you that have been with us for a while, you know that we're ahead of the curve. We talked about China and them unveiling their cryptocurrency, like some of our earliest fucking episodes. And I said, it might be the time to back out, to at least start moving some of your fucking money around. And it's looking more and more like there's some games being played with the markets right now for more than one reason. China's banned crypto like 6 or 7 fucking times, crashed the market fucking repeatedly, timed in with this, the cyclical nature of the market when it was already going to crash and readjust. It's very, very interesting.
Yeah, they're playing with that market all over the place right now. Like you said, were you telling me that you think they're going to come out with their own federal
Well,
crypto?
they absolutely are, and within the next 5 years, they're gonna drop it. India is gonna go for their own too.
I think the fucking U.S. dollar's just gonna fucking fall apart because of inflation. They're just gonna try and flip it over to something else.
That seems to be the route. Seems to be the route, indeed.
So I don't know how recent this is, but apparently Biden signed something that says that the Director of National Intelligence report on COVID origins will be released. So that intel report that says those doctors got sick, the whole report's going to be released.
Interesting. That's weird. Because he just had that 90-day investigation launched and said, that there'll be no statement until then. What is... There's something going on.
Oh, is that
Because-
what they're saying? That the 90-day report will be released to the public?
I don't know if they're releasing that, but I thought that they were going to keep their mouth shut until that report came back. That was the gist that I got.
I'll look it up right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're talking about on the E network right now, on Keeping Up with Washington. But yeah, this China crypto thing, I've been keeping my eye on it. I'm holding strong all my coins. I haven't sold a single fucking thing. Just having a little bit of fun.
I heard AMC and GameStop were.
Oh, they're pumping that shit again. Yeah, they're trying to get AMC up to fucking $100,000 a share, and that they're currently it's rising. As of yesterday, it was. But I was talking to some people. They're a little bit older. Definitely fucking boomers, and they're falling for this anti-Elon fucking narrative, and I think I gotta go at bat a little bit for the guy because he's getting it on all fucking sides right now. China's definitely trying to fucking destroy him and overthrow him because they want fucking Mars. Jeff Bezos is fucking definitely out to destroy Elon and using his fucking Washington Post and all his media fucking abilities to do so because once again he wants to fucking he wants Amazon planet fucking Amazon. I'm not falling for the fucking narrative. Nobody's perfect. I'm not drinking the fucking Kool-Aid on fucking Elon as the savior, but I think he's the most wholesome fucking guy on the table right now. And it seems like people are definitely eating the fucking narrative on the anti-Elon fucking propaganda right now. And I'm just saying, hold back a little bit. There's a lot of players right now that are trying to take the control that he has, and you got to ask yourselves why.
Yeah, I don't even know what to think right now, man. I mean, crypto flew up. I don't know if the escalator stopped on that or what's going on. I know that the market's still being played all over the place, so it's not looking as solid as it once looked. You know what I mean?
I mean, bid is still like 35 fucking grand. I mean, it's the market has a cyclical nature, and it there's ebbs and flows. And after big drops, it always shoots up. Bitcoin never lost a huge amount and then stayed low. You know what I'm saying? And the whole market is more or less tied to it. Every time it's dropped, it's shot up higher than ever before. It's going to fucking happen. Just, don't fucking risk more than you can afford to lose and you'll have no fucking problems. Enjoy the fucking ride. Have fun.
Did you ever see a Bronx Tale? The movie Bronx Tale? I feel like I'm the mush when it comes to stuff like that. Like as soon as I got in, it would probably crumble and I'd lose everything. Like your horse is out front and then you see me rooting for it. And then you just know you lost before the horse is even done.
Breaks its leg in New York.
Yep.
That fucking that horse track that just fucking brutalizes horses for some fucking reason. So
I was just about to say, I see you got Biden in the electric F-150?
Yeah. Yep. Tesla did it, so now we gotta, everybody's gotta jump to electric. These fucking assholes have been more or less sitting on this technology for at least the last 50 fucking 60 years, you know. They've had the ability to put these fucking engines out. And
Yeah.
it took some capitalist fucking, you know.
I wonder if that's why they pushed Tesla so hard and why Tesla stayed in. You know what I mean? To push something out fast so that all these other companies know they have to, they have to
Yeah.
compete.
Yeah, it's exactly. It took a capitalist to fucking press the innovation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Without somebody just fucking doing it, it more than likely wouldn't have happened. They'd push it off as long as they fucking could.
And they're coming out with a truck before fucking the Cybertruck comes out.
Yeah, yep. It's all a big theater right now, man. A big anti-Elon fucking theater.
I like how they put the swirls on the truck too, so that the cameras can't pick up the body lines.
So, but I mean, it got brought to our attention after, I don't know if it was a day after or hours after this video was pushed, that this man is not driving this fucking truck. That you can see it in the fucking video. That there's certain fucking clips where you can see the other steering wheel that the fucking Secret Service fucking guy is driving. Also, but not to mention the fact too, let's not forget that this guy said that the reporters asked if they could ask him questions about Israel, and he said no, only if you get in front of the fucking car when I step on it. that became nothing.
Could you imagine if Trump said that to a reporter?
Jeez.
It would have been headlines for weeks.
But it's just so amusing at how, how a large portion of the media, went the Joe Cool route. That this guy is so fucking cool. He's amazing. Look at him fucking drive that truck. He ain't driving that truck. He probably let go of the fucking steering wheel as soon as the fucking cameras are gone. He's just fucking holding on for dear life in there. But yeah, let's watch this.
Okay, I'm just going to step on it. I'll come off at 80 miles an hour. You'll see what it is, okay? Ready?
I'll come off at 80 miles an hour.
No, you can't. Not unless you get in front of the car as I step on it. I'm only teasing.
Oh, is that funny? Is that even a fucking joke?
Ready?
And he stops again.
President, take your feet off the pedals. That was Joe relinquishing fucking control. Joe had his foot on the fucking brake. All right, so this is only one part of it.
At 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because there's another part of the video that you see him pull up around and then
like one of the driver's ed cars that have two steering wheels.
Yeah, let me bring my Twitch or my Twitter back up because I fucking X'd out that window. I'll get this going back up again in a second. But I think, Sharon, shout out to Sharon. She first fucking brought it to our attention in the Discord. And I was like, no fucking way. And they sure as hell the first clips that came out, they doctored the hell out of it so that you could not see this dude's hands on the steering wheel. But they couldn't clean up all the footage that was out there.
I want to see it. Yeah, he said that the DNI report is the one that he just ordered, the 90-day report. He said that he's going to release that one to the public. We'll see about that. What else is going on? All right, I got you here.
This was actually, I completely forgot all about this. I didn't even take a look at it. Leaked internal DC police document on the idea details how the group uses indiscriminate violence against civilians, including the elderly. I wonder how much of that is going to be in Agent Poso's book.
Oh, that's fucking wild.
Probably a good read for anybody that's out there.
The movie was real good. It was informative. The antifamovie.com. I'll just hit my mic on accident. Sorry for your earlobes.
And here we have Bezos. Bezos is Washington Post. You know, the Blue Origin Washington Post. Biden's new Ford electric pickup truck will compete with China. Sure it will. Sure it will. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, a lot of Ford F-150s in China.
Yep. There's another interesting story that popped out. Well, that's all it was. It wasn't like a video or nothing. That Google AI tool that, you know, basically, you know, they have the new Zoom doctors meetings and stuff like that. And, you know, that's too expensive. You know, we can't have these doctors, you know, taking advantage of capitalism, you know, being specialists and actually earning dollars for being specialists. So, you know, I've been saying it again, you know, Chords v Plugs, ahead of the curve. We stay ahead of the curve. I've been talking about the robot workforce. It's coming. They're going to take our jobs. Even
Yeah.
even you doctors, it's going to be a simple stand in front of the camera, and it's gonna scan you, and it's gonna be like fucking going to WebMD. It's gonna be a fucking disaster most of the fucking time.
Yeah, and it's not the shitty jobs that nobody wants that they're automating away. It's the decent jobs that pay pretty good money that they're automating away. You know,
It's
what I
gonna be
mean?
all of them. It will, rest assured, it will be all of them. Given enough time, eventually it will be all of them. The certain ones, the last jobs that are gonna go are gonna be some of the trades, you know, plumbing, welding, you know, just for, you know, specific welding. You know what I'm saying? There's certain
Yeah.
jobs that, you know, those will be the last fucking robots to fucking work out. But there's commercials on TV now for not even just like the flying drone deliveries. They got these things just driving down the street on sidewalks, you know? It's coming.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
There's gonna be remote control cars all over the place.
And, you know, the all the violence and shit in the streets it's okay as long as we're killing each other off. Once these fucking drones start getting robbed left and right, you know, and, you know, Bezos is losing all his fucking profits, I guarantee you they start talking about arming these motherfuckers, and police chases come back.
Yeah. Yeah. Armed security for the blimp that's flying around. Wasn't that what Amazon was doing? Making blimps, the drone centers?
Yep.
They're
They're
gonna
gonna have
fly them over
armed.
major cities.
Yeah, I mean, so it's a good time to work in security. I mean, the cops themselves are being relegated to just, you know, ambulance escorts, ambulance fucking security.
Yeah, shit's wild, man.
Private security is where the fuck it's at. Thank you, capitalism. I'm gonna take advantage as long as I fucking can. I am needed. I am essential as fuck right now.
Yeah, that's for sure. Definitely, man. They said a bunch of these police forces, people are leaving in fucking droves. Said St. Louis was down 150 officers for like 10 years. Portland, fucking Seattle, everywhere. All the big major cities. Shit's getting wild.
Let's play
We've
this.
been working in China for over 10 years now. We've discovered the origin of SARS virus, the virus that spread around the world in 2003. We found that other viruses exist in bats that are almost identical to SARS. And in fact, we've now this year have evidence that those viruses are appearing in the human population. This is a pandemic that's just beginning. This is the amplification of the genome of the virus. So we calculated on the planet there are something like 1.7 million unknown viruses, and about half of those can get into people. We call the next pandemic virus Disease X, the unknown disease. That's what we're really trying to get a handle on. What is that likely to be? Where is it right now? So we're right there at the front line so we can stop it. Our vision is a world without pandemics, without Ebola, without Zika, without influenza virus, where people have a better relationship with the environment we live in.
That's that same company that was getting funded, the Echo Health Alliance. That is
Smoke-
the company. 10 years
Smoking
ago.
guns. Yep. Smoking guns all over the fucking place, huh?
Did he say the evolving the genome? Play that back to right when he walks in and he asked the lady inside the lab.
We've been working in China for over 10 years now. We've discovered the origin of SARS virus, the virus that spread around the world in 2003.
So they're
We
playing with
found
bats.
other viruses
Yeah.
exist
Yeah.
in bats that are almost identical to SARS. And in fact, we've now this year have evidence that those viruses are appearing in the human population. This is a pandemic that's just beginning.
The MERS.
The amplification of the genome of the
Amplification of the
Which help-
genome.
Dun dun dun.
What does that exactly mean? Do we have any microbiologists in the chat?
Do a quick Google search.
Yeah, amplification
Sounds like gain of function to me.
of the genome. Gene amplification is an increase in the number of copies of a gene sequence. Cancer cells sometimes produce multiple copies of a gene sequence. So the term also can be used to chain reaction, a laboratory technique that is used by scientists to amplify gene sequences in a test tube.
So they're just cloning it, basically. Basically making the thing, making whatever genes spread.
Yeah, but on the screen you have it froze on right now. You see that MERS in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
That one is the only other disease that has that what was it called? The S1 S2 junction, the ferric I'm not sure how to say the word, ferric junction. Like that's the one that I think it's the camel flu. Like that's the one that is the closest. That one, and then there was one. You know that they haven't found COVID too. The COVID, they haven't found it in a bat at all. Period. It's not been found in bats.
Nature.
Yeah. So anybody that says that they know that it didn't come from a lab or that it did come from the nature, if you say 100%, then you are wrong and a liar and a shill.
Well, maybe the next listing on the UFO pool is the UFOs dropped COVID on us.
Yeah, could be.
Maybe that's where this is going to go.
Right? Was there concentrated sightings in Wuhan? Wombat says, y'all see the dummy councilman in Atlanta voted to defund the police and got carjacked in broad daylight today?
Did not see that.
Yeah, I saw it. Broad daylight, got carjacked, and he was on the books as voting to defund the police.
Well, hopefully he's an advocate for open carry now.
Yeah, do you think he I mean, obviously he filed a police report, right? For this information to get out.
Yeah. I mean, defunding the police is stupid, but I'd still rather defend myself as opposed to waiting on somebody else to get here in time to save me.
That's rough business. That's what do they call that? Some poetic justice.
Indeed. Here's
Yeah, that was in what, 2017?
very, very interesting. And notice the ad placement. Wonderful ad placement.
Yeah.
Anthony S. Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, says there is no doubt Donald J. Trump will be confronted with a surprise infectious disease outbreak during his presidency.
Well, you don't say.
Wow, because he must have had his finger on nature, you know. He knew. Mother Earth told him that nature's gonna unleash some shit on us.
Was he
Heard
really, really good at his job?
heard it through the fucking grapevine, you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Or
it's plausible to think that, you know what I mean? That working with viruses, they knew that something was going to happen soon. They see an uptick in new viruses and bats and stuff. You know what I mean? It's plausible that they're really, really good at their jobs. And that's, they were just accurate on their predictions. But the way things have played out since, it doesn't really seem like Fauci's that kind of guy.
yeah, it's like how are you so good at your job here to so bad now? You know, backtracking every fucking 2 weeks, playing political fucking theater.
It's interesting. It's definitely interesting to say the least. 2017.
Well, head of the NIH and fortune teller.
And Carnival Seer.
Yep. I didn't know Fauci was a gypsy, but apparently this shit was really fucking interesting, man. A statement from the fucking Q shaman's lawyer. I had no idea that this shit was real. I thought for sure that this was a fucking joke, and then fucking Elias Schaefer fucking shared it. Everybody started picking it up. Like, this dude uses the other hard R. He says that these people are on the goddamn spectrum. They're all fucking short bus people.
What?
Dude, this shit is real, man.
I heard it, but I didn't think it was real. I thought it was like a lawyer that got fired. It's like his real lawyer that's still his lawyer.
Oh, man. I cannot believe this shit. And they want to fucking, they want to disbar anybody and cancel anybody, but this shit's okay?
That's wild. A lot of these defendants, and I'm going to use this colloquial term perhaps disrespectfully, but they're all fucking short bus people. These are people with brain damage. They're fucking R.
Yep.
Hard R. The other hard R. They're on the goddamn spectrum. But they're our brothers, our sisters, our neighbors, our coworkers. They're part of our country. These aren't bad people. They don't have prior criminal history. Fuck, they were just subjected to 4+ years of goddamn propaganda, the likes of which the world has not seen since fucking Hard H. Wow. That's impressive. That's a solid defense.
There are brothers and sisters. Just have them, just take them out back and have them look at the rabbits.
Right? Trespassing it. Charge them with something. I've always been across the board. If you do something illegal, fucking get charges,
Oh, is this that Dazik dude?
Yeah,
that you were talking about?
Yep. It's my turn to talk at the 8th ISEVD, summing up 4.5 years of productive collaboration with Zhang Shi in Wuhan. Is that the lady that was on Fox? Zhang Shi?
Is that Bat Lady?
And Lin Fa Wang.
I think that's Zhang Shi might be Bat Lady.
I'm gonna have to look into that. SARS-CoV 5,370 bats sampled and released, 2 papers in Nature, 1 in Cell, 15 others published. That was the bats where they asked them, these bats that you sampled, are they held in the laboratory? And they say, no, we just catch them, take samples, and then let them go. Like, that's how they sample bats. They don't keep them. So they found one other virus in that bat sample that is 96% similar to COVID, to COVID-2 or COVID-19.
Again, we'll get the date. October 21, 2018.
2018. So that's when they found that virus. But that's not a SARS virus, I don't believe. I think it was just like a separate bat virus.
Mhm.
So 2018, they found that virus, huh? It's interesting that when they started talking about these other viruses like the MERS and this new virus, that one that I was just talking about, and out of that sample,
I can
seem-
only
We'll get to that in a second.
it seems like they might have had some of these things cataloged already.
Do you have any fucking faith in this new 90-day investigation that Biden's fucking undertaking
No,
or
not at
having
all.
undertaken? Yeah, me either.
Because the
Absolutely.
WHO is doing it again, aren't they? Investigating already?
Mhm.
Isn't there another investigation by the WHO going on right now?
Like you guys waited a whole year to send anybody in. You know, you let them scrub everything for a whole fucking year before you send anybody in to investigate. And now you expect people to believe that you're going to find something 2 fucking years later?
Yep, there's stuff to be found. It's just in paperwork. You're not going to go in and find anything now. I wouldn't be surprised if that fucking virus lab doesn't burn down in the next 6 months. You know what I mean? Wombat says hard R. You mean yar like a pirate?
I mean, most people think that R would be a pirate's favorite letter, but really it's the C. So we have President Mushmouth here. Had another clap you dumb bastards fucking moment.
People
Also,
they don't seem to be able to follow him in speeches, it seems like, for some reason, huh?
all the while trying to fucking, while he's attempting to read a Ronald Reagan quote and pass it on as his own.
Yeah, did you see that? The side by side where they showed both
I can
speeches?
only assume
Yep.
that you will enjoy educating your family about how the Coast Guard is, quote, the hard nucleus around the Navy forms in times of war.
That's Ronald Reagan.
You're a really dull class. I mean, come on, man. Is the sun getting to you?
He really likes
I would think you'd have an
insulting
opportunity when I
troops.
say that about the Navy to clap, but being here together.
He's so much better than you and smarter than you.
There's one person out there clapping. It's a pity
Yep.
clap after.
This is his wife. It was Jill.
Wombat says, I can't believe I haven't seen any clap, you dumb bastards t-shirts being sold yet. For real. Yeah, that's a great idea.
I think I might have to get my my t-shirt department on it.
Right? If you make an extra one, if you do.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I don't know. We'll talk about it after the show. We'll try to figure out get some art together for these hands. See what kind of hands we want to do on it. See what we can make happen.
I'm
Yeah.
down. Set up a t-shirt shop merch. You can get your clap, you dumb bastards t-shirts here. Throw a little plugs, Coors V plugs logo on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned, Mr. Wombat. We might have something for you.
The fortification of the military is far from over. The spying on the citizens it seems like the next logical step was going to be to take an even harder look at the fucking troops. But it's just so strange that how suddenly we're questioning people's loyalties to the country. It's very, very fucking strange.
I've heard talks about this where the people are talking about the like the Aryan Brotherhood and the Bloods and Crips and shit, the members of actual gangs that are members of the military.
But I mean, they screen those people beforehand. I mean, if you have too close ties, they don't let you in.
Yeah.
Like that shit's a joke. Shit is a joke. And I mean, this is really just, more attacks on free speech. Like, short, we've said this, at long end, that short of threatening somebody's fucking life, you should be able to fucking express yourself. I mean, whether you're saying it's satire or not, it could be fucking therapeutic in so many fucking ways, just being able to fucking say what the fuck is on your mind. This is crazy. This is fucking frightening that, this is North Korea, fucking China, fucking garbage.
Well, anybody in the military should be smart enough to know that you can't have a personal account and talk about anything that's, political or partisan or picking a side. You know what I mean? They should be smart enough to know not to do that.
Unless your president is orange.
Yeah. Yeah, then
Like
orange man bad.
They just lock somebody up for fucking sending, I guess, text messages, not like to Joe Biden, because I doubt he had the president's fucking phone number. Maybe he had Hunter's, but sending fucking text message threats about the president. They locked this man up. Me and you know somebody personally that was threatening fucking Orange Man at, on any platform he could type on, and no handcuffs. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
it's fucking outrageous.
If they arrested everybody that threatened Orange Man, you talk about a fucking prison problem. Our prison population would be double.
You want to talk about some safe streets? What you talking about? Bad prisons, but safe fucking streets.
Oh man, Hollywood would be a ghost town.
Here it is. Let's hear. My
Coast Guard
Reagan
aides have been excellent. One of them taught me that, and I quote, "The Coast Guard is that hard nucleus about which the Navy forms in time of war."
And they clapped.
I can only assume that you will
maybe they didn't
enjoy
clap because they
educating
heard it
your family
before.
about how the Coast Guard is, quote, "the hard nucleus around the Navy forms in times of war." You're a really dull class.
They didn't get it, Joe. Maybe it's your delivery.
So yeah, here's if you watch the full fucking clips of the videos of Biden driving around in that car, the unedited Washington Post fucking clips, the full versions, you'll see that the other steering wheel is there. You'll see the Secret Service guy is driving this fucking car.
That's I mean, it looks like it's clearly a steering wheel.
Oh, it absolutely is. Absolutely. And we're trying to figure out how to post GIFs in fucking Discord, and I discovered that you can only post pre-approved GIFs. Kind of fucking whack, but this is the one I was trying to fucking post. Fucking Maggie driving with Marge. That's your president, ladies and gentlemen. That is your president. There it is.
That's classic. I could dig that.
Man, more of the Elon hate, man. It's coming at all fucking angles. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying the fucking narrative, not yet. But this fucking meme is hilarious. It is fucking hilarious. I love it.
Fucking deep fakes are getting scary.
Yeah. That's why we got to keep our faces off of this. We'll end up somebody will end up making a fucking terrible video with our fucking faces too fucking quick. It'll be too easy. The technology is fucking it's not keeping up with the laws.
I'm not gonna show my face until I can get a motion capture that mocks my body movements as Macho Man.
So everybody's allowed to go outside. You're allowed to take your masks off if you're fucking vaccinated. La-di-da. So they're saying the COVID-19 booster shot will be likely needed within a year. So we're talking what, next summer? This shit's gonna just happen all over again, and everybody's just gonna need, you're gonna need a new shot, or you're gonna have to mask back up. You're not gonna be able to go to work again.
Are the booster shots for all the vaccines or one in particular? Or?
Just certain in particular ones, yes. For now, because
Yeah.
as we know, facts are ever evolving. You trust the science. That's
Which one is
you're
it?
gonna have to trust something new next week. Pfizer has not yet finished its trials on its booster vaccine.
Pfizer, that's the German one. What were they? They were handing out here. It was the Johnson and Johnson and the AstraZeneca. No, I think we had all three here a lot, didn't we?
Yeah, the Moderna was here as well. But yeah, Johnson and Johnson, those are definitely the people you want to trust, for sure. For sure.
They had a big thing with the baby powder, didn't they?
Yes, they sure did. They sure did. Even with all the government overreach and all the FDAs and all this shit that gets spent, still couldn't figure out that there was cancer causing fucking shit in the baby powder, or that Roundup was fucking causing fucking cancer. Man, it seems like some of this government overreach really doesn't amount to shit, does it?
Yeah, a lot of the regulations there are supposed to make sure that shit doesn't happen.
It seems like Ron Paul had it right, man.
Cut
all that shit. You put out a shit product, let the consumers fucking get your ass out of business. It's that easy because, with all the king's horses and all the king's men, Johnson and Johnson and Monsanto are causing cancer again.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't believe in the too big to fail shit. You know what I mean? I don't believe in it. If it's too big to fail, then it almost must fail. You know what I mean? Enough of that shit. If they fuck up bad enough, then they get sued for everything. No help, no government bailout, no fucking tax money. I'm sick of this shit, dude. That's
Ladies and gentlemen, your uniparty. 35 Republicans supporting the January 6th commission. The next big joke on keeping up with Washington.
Yeah, they had enough without those fucking Republicans.
But so the biggest take from this is, how did they have wasn't impeachment the January 6th commission? And if not, then how could they have an impeachment without having a commission and having, all the evidence? Exactly. How the fuck does that work?
Exactly. They did shit out of order, and now they're just fucking going back and trying to set up something else. Because I think that's what this is all about. This whole commission is just about getting Trump on the stand, because that was written into the rules that they could compel testimony.
I think it's just about how terrible shit is going right now for this administration, and they got to get all these people that they activated into politics. They got to turn these motherfuckers off one way or another, because they're, people are going to fucking realize that they got duped. People, it seems like a lot of people don't realize what happens after they fool you twice, and it shows. But yeah, I mean, they're doing the alien fucking nonsense, any fucking distraction that they fucking can. And this is a big one. You can't look at us and what we're doing. We got to get you guys to just focus on Trump. That, you guys could just rest your hats on that. You did it. He's gone,
Yeah. That's been a big story lately, is that they get convened a grand jury in that case from New York. So they might charge him soon.
Orange man gone, but he's still living in the minds of these sensitive fucks.
Yeah, I mean, these newspapers got to stay in business somehow, right? $35 Republicans on that vote's pretty surprising, though. I'm not going to lie. So they had 217 to 210 with 2 no votes. Democrats. Yeah. I like how there's no independence. 0. 0 independence.
Yep.
What a world we live in, huh?
The opposition is definitely in unison.
What else?
Big ball Elon Musk congratulating Ford. That fucking put capitalism drives innovation. Elon Musk is driving capitalism right now.
That's what's up. It's a
Because
big ball move to say congratulations to Ford Motor Company.
yeah, I mean he's doing so fucking much. He didn't give a fuck. I think that was his whole end game. You know, I don't think he created Tesla to be the top fucking car company in the world. He created Tesla to do the right fucking thing and to change the fucking world.
Like you said, to push the innovation.
And it, just like what he's doing with his Starlink internet service, you know, he's fucking launching satellites. It's sort of like, you know, this Blue Origin shit. It's another company complaining that they can't compete. Well, build your own fucking rockets and launch your shit, boy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't get mad at the man because he's changing the fucking world.
That Starlink is going to be a big deal for rural areas, you know, out in the boonies.
Yeah, it's good. Internet everywhere, you know. The same shit with once he fucking starts pumping in this fucking cryptocurrency. You know, he's gonna he has the best odds at single-handedly ending poverty that there's ever been, you know, in history. He's doing potentially so fucking much for the world as a fucking whole. It's outrageous that, you know, all these people are, you know, drinking the Kool-Aid on the anti-Elon fucking Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
Not buying it.
So here we have Chris Como taking parts in series of strategy calls with his brother to, you know, sweep shit under the rug and make shit blow over. Fortifying his brother's fortifying his brother, if you will. It's a word they like to use.
Yeah.
It wasn't shenanigans. It was a fortification.
That's fucking crazy. How does he still have a job? How are they just continuing to push this shit through like this?
Because there's a January 6th commission that's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
It's that easy. It's that easy.
And also Orange Man bad.
Exactly. It's that fucking easy. Orange Man might be coming back. Everybody to action.
The Legend of El Naranja. Wombat says, what's y'all take on why it seems like they're trying to crash the crypto market? Because there's way too many people making money and they are not in control of it.
Yes, because it's decentralized. They are not in control. That everyday people are fucking getting rich and evading taxes on it. You know, they're playing the game of the big dogs. It's a big club. None of us are in it. And when we start playing their games, they shut this shit down.
Yep. The word got out and now they got to clamp back down. They got to be able to get their piece of the pie, you know?
Yep. It's just like memes. It took the government a while to catch up to what the fuck we were doing, but the meme wars are long and strong, and they're here to stay.
Yeah.
They finally figured out crypto, and they're gonna install their currencies. They're gonna try to, you know, centralize it as much as they can. Probably even go as far as outlawing some of them.
Have you looked into the mines at all yet with the mines token? Apparently they're like using your data. Like the more you use the site, the more you interact with the site, the more data they get from you on the site. It gives you a token to use on the site to like support other creators and people that you're watching. Mine, I guess mine's is like a YouTube kind of thing. I
Yeah.
haven't really looked into it, but I heard about the Minds token a couple days ago, and I just started looking at it. It seems pretty interesting, like the general concept behind it.
It's the innovation we need. Pay
Yeah.
me for my data. Don't pay the fucking network to put your commercial on. Pay me to fucking watch it.
That's the way it should be. They should have to you should be in control of your own data. You should decide if it is used, period. And it could be monetized in that way.
And one reason why I say, too, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Meanwhile, everybody's doom and gloom on crypto. Meanwhile, Dubai announces real estate firms to accept Doge as payment in Dubai. So somebody's reading through the bullshit and gearing up for the future.
Yeah. India, did they get their coronavirus thing taken care of? Are they on their way back to normal yet? Or are they still getting fucking annihilated?
Oh, they're going at Greta Thunberg right now, so they might be doing better. Or that's just the government trying to cover it up.
Yeah, it's their fucking juke move. That's how they do it over there. They go after little Norwegian girls.
Oh man, and this ties into what we were talking about with our local news about police chases are now obsolete. They're a thing of the past. California in 2014 passes Proposition 47, does not penalize shoplifters as long as merchandise they steal or the drugs they take are less than $950 in value. 7 years later, Walgreens closes 17 San Francisco stores due to out of control shoplifting.
Well, imagine that. Took 7 years, and they could not continue to operate Walgreens in that city. That's rough.
Yeah, that might be the time frame to get the fuck out of this city.
Yeah. Once they start fucking changing laws like that, when it specifically says fucking merchandise or drugs, you know what I mean? It might as well say Walgreens in the fucking law. Unless you're caught stealing $950 from Walgreens, you're not going to get in trouble. Wombat says if they're going to monetize our data, the least they could do is cut us a damn check. Like, for real. I think that might be the way of the future. The thing is that we've already signed away so many fucking terms of service and user agreements that we just give it away. There's no way to get it back anymore. You know what I mean?
We just got to stop using those services. We need capitalist, innovation. We need somebody to create, new fucking web browsers, like, ones that pay you for your data. Some of those are out there already. You need, new cable fucking providers, but push it, somebody fucking just has to fucking do it and it will catch on, especially something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's way out of my wheelhouse. It's a fucking great idea though, you know what I mean? Where you just like a service provider, an internet service provider, you know what I mean? You just sign in straight into their service, and then they
every ad that pops on the scene, you get a cut of it. They get a cut for showing it to you, and you get a fucking cut for fucking viewing it or whatever the fuck. However it fucking works until somebody undercuts that and says you get all the money for your fucking data.
Yeah.
It's the way that this market was supposed to work.
$1 million ideas, man.
Head of the curve for damn sure. I try to keep on the precipice.
Sucks to be Walgreens in San Francisco though.
Yeah. House passes bill for 1.9 billion of additional security measures at the U.S. Capitol. These motherfuckers are going to have turrets popping out the ground like X-Men.
$1.9 billion. Jesus Christ.
That's got to
for-
be some tunnel work and
yeah, it's got to be all kinds of shit. 1.9 billion.
yeah, that ain't just going to be people. That is not just bodies. That is some shit.
It's like, are they rebuilding the Capitol? Like the entire fucking Capitol structure? Like fucking $1.9 billion. Holy shit.
They're gonna have Elon Musk fucking come through with the boring company, dig a fucking big tunnel, have some high speed rail that they can't get done anywhere else. So, it'll all be done in 6 fucking months.
Yeah. Some fucking pop out of the ground metal fucking fencing.
Yep. Just like the fucking X-Men, man. Yeah, this is
I saw this video. This shit's
New York was going nuts. Nobody told the Proud Boys about the ceasefire. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a fucking good one here. Chinese government offices told staff not to park their Tesla cars inside government compounds due to security concerns over cameras installed on the vehicles.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
China's afraid of Tesla cameras?
China is afraid of Tesla.
No Tesla in the building. It's actually pretty smart. It's too bad our fucking government's not smart enough to see that kind of thing coming. Otherwise, we might not have had a fucking pipeline get hacked.
And then but Harry, the prince formerly Harry formerly known as Prince, because he dropped his crown, we'll just be referring to him as Harry, shitting on the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were saying that basically, Meghan Markle's got him right under her fucking thumb, basically. I didn't watch the Oprah interview, but I guess she's like talking fucking over him, talking for him. He's fucking brainwashed into basically that Meghan is his mother and he has a chance to save her. It's actually kind of sick when you fucking think about it. And I'm just wondering, who's in Meghan Markle's earpiece? Which agency or entity is handling her?
Like, I really hope they didn't come over here and think that they were going to be royalty over here. You know what I mean? It's that there's definitely some things going on in that relationship, talking about, she was thinking about suicide and stuff like that. And when she did that interview with Oprah, I was like, that's pretty heavy stuff to be talking about on national television, saying things like she didn't want him to, live with the devastation of losing the 2 women in his life. It's like, yeah, that's some heavy mind games there.
Poor boy. It's almost like the poor sheltered boy. Don't know how to deal in the real world.
All right.
There's my guy.
He looks pretty good for being what was it, 82?
We need him. We need him now more than ever.
Wombat says 1.9 billion for security. Defund the police, but we'll fund our own security, you plebs. Right? You guys don't get cops. We need them all in DC. We're gonna have a wall of police just all the time on duty. We're taking the barbed wire down, but it's going to be replaced with police officers.
Yeah, a border of men.
Peppers.
Hamas leader thanks Iran for supplying weapons, just in case anybody didn't know.
Yeah, in case anybody was wondering where all those weapons were coming from.
Our money, but bought from Iran,
Yep.
Officers guarding Jeffrey Epstein when he killed himself admit to falsifying records, cut deal that avoid jail time. And this isn't the only Jeffrey Epstein story that fucking broke this week either. But it's just, I just want to keep these instances and this story fresh in your fucking mind so everybody can realize that these people are out there, that there are some sick things going on behind fucking closed doors, and people are getting off with nothing, and people are being killed in government custody with no questions or investigations being asked. Like, where the fuck is the Jeffrey Epstein Commission?
Yeah, right.
Where the fuck is the investigation of this doctor that took this motherfucker off a suicide watch? Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Where's the facts? Where the fuck is it, man?
I want to see these two police officers. I want to see their bank accounts. I want to see if there was any money transferred over the last fucking couple years.
Here we have also cue the Curb Your Enthusiasm music. Let me fucking cut the volume there. Monday, Lori Lightfoot says, I'm going to continue to wear a mask in public. I'm going to encourage others to do so.
Hey, there's Beetlejuice. She's not wearing a mask. Nobody there is wearing a mask except for that waitress right there.
Yep, just the help. Just the help. That's what it was all about.
Would you look at that? Amazing.
There's their faces. There's these people.
The guards. The one that was, what did he say? One was cruising the internet on his phone and the other one was napping.
Wow. Yeah, I sure hope that these people, are in the country and, we're able to notice if they got a fucking Lambo, one fucking day.
Yeah, I mean their families and their entire families, like all their connections.
Yeah. Yep. If anybody gets on American Idol in the next fucking decade, I want to fucking know about it.
Right? One of these guys, one of their nieces just got a supporting role.
Hits the Mega Millions. I want to know. I want to know. I'm watching you, motherfuckers.
Oh man! So just falsifying. I wonder if they're they have to be cooperating, right? If they take a plea deal.
Yeah, but to cooperating with who is my question. With whom are they cooperating?
Let me take this off real quick. I want to see that GIF you got up there.
Oh, that's just some philosophical stuff, to keep your head up. Rest assured, the grass is always appears greener on the other side. Stay the course. I mean, unless you really do have to fucking make a change or make a move, but just know that it's always the same. It's always been the same, even as wild and crazy as times seem. Earth has always been a fucking wild ride. It's always seemed like it's been the fucking end and that we were going to fucking, kill our fucking selves. It's always fucking been like this. Have faith, stay positive, enjoy the fucking ride.
Yeah, even for as bad as it seems, I mean, we fought a civil war in the past, you know what I mean? It's not that bad. It has been worse.
Yep.
A lot of people think that now is like the worst time, the worst politically, the most divided. No, not even close.
It's actually the opposite, man, because it's really simple that the only time that exists is right now. The past does not exist and the future is not promised. So the best time to be alive is by default. It's always right now.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that.
There's truly never been a better time to be alive than right now.
I like that gift, though. That's pretty cool.
Does anybody remember John Sullivan?
Oh, yeah. That's Mr. Jaden X, right?
Mm-hmm. was paid $90,000 for his Ashley Babbitt footage. So this is probably the main aspect of the January 6th commission that I have my fucking eyes on. Besides, why did they tell the National Guard not to, not follow the president's orders when the president requested National Guard, requested additional security? Why did they not do this, Nancy Pelosi specifically? And also, are we going to get to the bottom of the only death that occurred that day?
Probably not.
But I mean, it's just, are they really gonna go so fucking hard at this? Just more Orange Man bad, Orange Man bad, Orange Man bad, and they're just gonna completely wash over this fucking woman again?
Yeah. I mean, that's the way it looks like it's going. I know that her family has started a lawsuit or some kind of proceedings to try to get an investigation or the results of the internal investigation. It's from what I understand, it turns out that the guy who pulled the trigger was not a Capitol Police officer. He was working for the sheriff's department at the time, and at the end of the hall, it shows people shuffling out, but none of those people were VIPs. None of them, like, that wasn't Mike Pence at the end of the hallway getting shuffled out, like people
Body
were
doubles.
saying. Yeah, it was probably just a fucking, John Roberts or whatever, the fucking White House reporter.
And here, Reuters is still repeating the claim that 5 people died. Still rolling the propaganda machine. We're so much for birdwatch and fact checkers.
Yeah.
And
That's what you're saying.
CNN paid him $35,000 for this segment.
Yeah, apparently the Department of Justice took back $90,000 he was paid for that. So he was charged with 8 criminal counts. Is that what that says? Yeah, so that's new because he was released. I don't think he had those 8 charges. I know they took that money away from him, but apparently they charged him with a couple more charges here.
But seeing this makes me, I fully believe that this January 6th commission is going to happen. It's going to be all, they got to rekindle that fucking Orange Man flame because shit ain't going so fucking well.
Well, from what I understand, today they came out with information saying that that the Republicans are going to filibuster. So they're going to have to get 60 votes. It's not going to be simple majority. They're going to have to get the 60, and I don't think they could swing 10 Republicans. So I don't think it is going to happen. And that's why we need the filibuster. But that's also why they're going to go after the filibuster.
Mm-hmm.
Especially right now with all the abortion laws going through the Supreme Court. I think that's going to be the fight. They're going to, if they push to really go against these abortion laws to make new abortion laws or whatever, to get rid of Roe v. Wade, that's going to be what they're going to respond with, is getting rid of the filibuster. That's the way it seems anyway. The way, like I said earlier, the way the table's tilted right now, it looks like it's rolling that way.
Our guy can't, he's back again.
What was this video number 4? And what was it, the week we've been gone?
But no, I'm not convinced. But no, I'm not convinced about that. I think that we should continue to investigate what went on in China until we find out, to the best of our ability, exactly what happened. Certainly, the people who've investigated say it likely was the emergence from an animal reservoir that then infected individuals, but it could have been something else, and we need to find that out. So, that's the reason why I said I'm perfectly in favor of any investigation that looks into the origin of the virus. But no, I'm not convinced.
They say trust the science. I say trust yourself.
I say definitely don't trust this guy. So, yes, still animal reservoir. Yes, investigate Wuhan. No, I'm not convinced.
Fauci will definitely be gone before fucking Cuomo. Before they can roll out those vaccine booster shots, we'll have ourselves a new strong woman of color in Fauci's position.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Oh, and here is the November story.
Yeah, the intel. I think this intelligence report is the one that Orange Man alluded to way back fucking a year ago when he said that there was information that information that leads in the direction of the Wuhan lab. And I think that's what the 3 doctors they had info on way fucking back then.
I fuck with this guy, Alex Salvi. He's a fucking reporter in Rome. He's based as fuck, and he's got, he's always reporting on fucking Chicago shit too, man. He's like, it's crazy.
It's pretty
He was
interesting.
he was a good find. He's fucking usually one of the first fucking. He's like another fucking Poso, just less less pot. I don't think he's quite possibly an agent. He's less likely to be an agent because he's just journalism.
Yeah.
A lot less propaganda and just straight journalism. But I fucks with this guy. This shit is interesting. Since all the UFO talk and all this shit's been fucking happening, this is all the radio waves leaving fucking Earth. And you could see like fucking World War II and shit is, just reaching the edges of fucking some, far away fucking solar systems and shit,
Wow, that's wild.
Infinite fucking space. Who knows how long before somebody actually receives one of these signals, but then also gonna, they're gonna get World War II and be like, what the fuck? Stay away from these sons of bitches.
Yeah, there's like a common misconception out there that people think that one of Hitler's speeches was the first what TV the TV program or but it was maybe it was a radio program that I'm thinking of where people think that nationally or internationally whatever but nationally broadcast thing was a Hitler speech and it was actually a violinist. So
I had to bust this one out. This was one of my best laughs of the fucking week. Rosé has been marketed mainly to white women. This black winemaker wants to change that. I've never heard rosé mentioned in a fucking country song. Hear that shit in every Rick Ross song, though. So who's really been marketing that shit? Let's get fucking real here, Bezos Post.
Yeah.
Come correct, son.
To white women. I wonder how Rick Ross feels about that.
And the other Jeffrey Epstein fucking story that dropped of the week. Ghislaine Maxwell proposes the disclosure of victims and unindicted co-conspirators by September 27th, many weeks before the trial. Plenty of time for suicides and COVID fucking variants, I would say.
Yeah, and these are all the people that are going to testify against her that were co-conspirators with Epstein.
Yep. She wants everybody's name to be fucking released, and it ain't so. They can be canceled. Let me tell you, it's the big cancel.
The big one.
Yeah, the exit stage left.
Yeah, that's interesting. Does she ever go to trial, you think?
Oh man, my gut tells me no. My gut tells me no. I mean, they're gonna. I don't think they'll ever let her be in front of a fucking camera. Either
Yeah.
she's gonna just take the fucking dive and go away, or yeah, she's gonna get assisted in some way.
Yeah. I think that I mean, obviously, I think that's what everybody's been assuming ever since she got arrested, really, right? $6 trillion budget tomorrow.
But we talked about it before, man. Like, we don't think that she was Epstein's helper. I think it might have been the other way around.
Yeah.
Jeffrey might not have known himself.
I was thinking about that the other day too, with her father and all his connections. I wonder how close he was connected to what was that dude? Jimmy Savile? Jimmy Savile? The dude that got busted fucking what was he doing? He was like paying he was doing a lot of crazy shit. I don't know if I could even talk about it on fucking Twitch and YouTube. Check it out.
You planted the seed. Yeah, you did enough.
Jimmy Savile. I wonder if her father was connected to Jimmy Savile because he was being pretty much fronted by the BBC, which is it's state funded. You know what I mean? So basically, the taxpayers paid for Jimmy Savile to do all the things that he did, and I wonder how connected he was.
Yep. Got news flash for you. Around the world, they don't hate us because we're free. They hate us because we're ignorant and our tax dollars do terrible fucking things around the world while we drink our Starbucks and look down our noses at each other.
Go to McDonald's. Yeah. Wombat says Dems want to nuke that filibuster so bad. Can't believe our best hope is a few Dems to keep that from happening. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's just crazy how Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema, how imperative they turned out to be.
This bill of
We're good. You can go ahead.
No, finish up the thought. I was just trying to get it to fucking the start. The start point, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the filibuster's definitely in the crosshairs. I think there was another 90-day fucking plan on that, wasn't there? Didn't he like a month ago sign something saying a 90-day study on the Supreme Court and the filibuster?
We need another 90 days.
Right. How come everything takes 90 days with this guy so far? A lot of the stuff he said was going to be done on day one or the first 100 days. They got 90-day studies. Does that mean like first 100 days after the 90-day studies over?
So when was this? May 25th at George Floyd Square. They were getting ready to have a celebration out on the street.
This doesn't show anybody actually getting hit, right?
No.
This bill of comprehensive police reform to be just got to be careful here with some gunshots. Excuse us.
Look at this guy in the street with his arms crossed. Look at this soldier right there just watching. just
like
casually
gunshots.
walking.
I don't know what this is. These seem to be gunshots.
Gonna walk back. Typical American. Nosy as fuck, minding somebody else's business.
Shit. Shit, where is that?
We're okay.
Life comes at you fast in the big city.
Sure does. They're banging out there.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
This
get
bill
that?
of comprehensive
Out there bucking. That was a bunch of shots too.
Oh, here we go, right here. Senate GOP leaders at a press conference that we clearly have a new Cold War with China. And I think we were hitting on that in our very last episode or the episode before that. We were talking about the beetles eating our fucking trees, the fucking Asian carp destroying our fucking ecosystems, the lead paint on children's toys, shit falling out of the sky. Like, it certainly seems like there's a Cold War, were my exact words an episode or two ago.
Yeah, you called it.
Ahead of the fucking curve, man. I stays there. Don't worry. I'm gonna keep on track. I'm not gonna make that right hand turn like Dale. I'm gonna stay here.
Right in the groove.
Did I not get? Yeah. So, John Cena, Chinese puppet, mentioned Taiwan was a country on an interview, and had to bow down to his communist overlords.
What's happening, Swamp Fox? Welcome to the stream, bro.
Apparently, those poor people in Taiwan do not exist.
Yeah,
They're not real. They're a figment of your imagination.
That's the thumbnail for. I gotta change the thumbnail on Twitch, actually. Swamp Fox says bomb and annex. We talk about Mexico. Fixes all problems. China's a long way away to be annexing. I mean, it does fall in line with our other idea that we had 10 episodes ago. This just restart the colonization process.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's anti-colonization. We need to start hitting up the colonization again. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We could annex India right now, I'm sure.
Might have to. Well, I mean, Greenland may or may not be for sale, but I'd like to go somewhere warm.
Swamp Fox says everyone.
I mean, Galapagos is fucking open. Just hit Galapagos, move in with the turtles.
Right? Manifest destiny extends worldwide. Yeah, the global one world government, just America.
Or we'll just claim the floating island of trash in the fucking sea and turn that into fucking, streets of gold.
Right, build an airstrip on it. We're golden.
HuffPost reporter claims January 6th was 1,000 times worse than 9/11. Clown shoes. This bitch agrees with him.
That's great. I love that meme. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh no. Let's see if I had anything else on there.
That's what I'm talking about. Swamp Fox. Just put an airstrip out there on the garbage island and we're good to go. We don't need an aircraft carrier out there anymore. We could move that one right over toward fucking China.
Yeah, and we have Biden's $6 trillion budget, highest sustained level since World War II. Look out, Syria.
Look out, Syria. Nah, not yet. It's look out Afghanistan right now. Do you see how much the Taliban's taking over in Afghanistan? It's like every fucking step we take backwards, they take one step forward. They're just moving the line.
Yep, and as soon as we're out, that's when they announce that they're done growing heroin. And we're right back in there. 9/11 part 2.
No, I think it's China's turn, right? Russia got their ass kicked. We got our ass kicked. China's going to be next. They might just fucking team up with the fucking Taliban.
Who's going to whoop
against the Iraqi or the Afghani government?
If China gets into it with anybody, it's going to be fucking India or Taiwan, and I don't think India is in the shape to whoop anybody's ass. I mean, they're top of the line submarine sank because they didn't close the hatch. I mean, are they going to suit up elephants? They're going to fucking put rockets on elephants? What the fuck is the game plan here?
India, they got nukes and shit. Their
Do they?
top half is real good.
Do they?
Maybe not top half, but top like couple percent. Yeah, like do they really though? Yeah, I think India and Pakistan both have nukes. India got gas, Fox says. Hey Fox, if you wanna join the panel, bro, I'll throw a link up here. I threw a link to the Discord, but we're on StreamYard, so it's like a separate link. They have a huge military. Yeah, India's what, number 2 overall, right behind China for actual boots on the ground as far as the military size.
I'm not scared of their numbers. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't really worry me.
Indian troops, they'd be our friends, though. I mean, you know
I
what
don't.
I
I
mean?
don't.
We don't have
Yeah,
to worry about them at all.
but I'm saying like me being China. If I was China and I was looking to do what China's looking to do, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. Zero fucks on their boots.
Yeah, right. Right on, Fox. If you like I said, if I just dropped the Discord up there, if you want to join the Discord for next time. I mean, nobody really wants war with China. You know what I mean? Is it their 4th? Right on. We don't want a direct war with China. China doesn't want a direct war with us. It'd be a proxy war, definitely, and it would probably be India.
It'd be exactly what it is. A Cold War, like subverting cultures, crashing markets.
Yeah, India. Swamp Fox says in the chat, India has a history of crushing people. I think just based sheerly on their size. It's because in that region, you know what I mean? If it's not China, it's them. Did you ever see the changing of the guard and the dances, the war? I don't know what they call them. I don't want to call it a dance if it's not a dance. You know what I mean? I'm not talking shit about it. But the changing of the guard at the border of Pakistan and India.
Oh, they do the fucking stomping and shit.
Yeah,
is that shit's? It's hilarious. It's great. Yeah.
Actually, I'll pull up.
It's like their haka.
Yeah, right. The haka's fucking intimidating as fuck.
Yeah, they used that in Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they were making the rules for Charty McDennis, the board game they created. They start off their ceremony doing the fucking Pakistani border fucking salute. I'm not even kidding. I love that fucking show so much.
Short one. It's like 2 minutes. All right. Yeah, I want to play this shit. That's Pakistan. They were ferocious when they were part of Great Britain. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when they were still a colony, still a part of the Commonwealth. Aside from all that Gandhi stuff.
Oh, shit.
Always Sunny is based. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. We got Fox up in here hooking it up with fucking links and everything. Now I just gotta share it. Give me 1 second. Let me get through this ad.
Because they ain't paying us. Fuck.
Show ain't. It's called the WAGA. WAGAH. Fox says I wouldn't sleep on India, to be honest. You were in the military, right, Fox? Were you all over the place? You stationed in a bunch of different places? They would definitely shit on Pakistan. Yeah, that's why I was kind of surprised when they were getting into the fucking, what was it, like rock and stick fights up there, killing each other. I remember hearing about it, but all right, let's get it. It's 1 billion.
Deep as fuck.
What are we at in America? We're what, like 630? Something like that.
Soon GOP to choose between Trump and the truth.
This music's slapping. I'm not even gonna lie.
Literally slapping the tech.
5,000 tanks.
That's nothing.
Get it. I feel like I'm at a club right now.
It just reminds me of that video of that girl doing that dancing video in Myanmar when the insurrection started and all the tanks are fucking driving behind her. Oh, that was definitely highlight of the year. So
Man,
far, it was up there.
India got some heat.
Man, people shitting in the street.
In the river, right?
Oh, no, in the streets too.
There's shitting everywhere. That's Italian.
They got designated shitting streets like San Francisco.
Look at that bad boy. It looks like a stunt fucking plane.
Trainer plane.
Yeah, they're pretty stacked.
In China, eat that shit up.
China would, yeah.
Thought we were watching the
Wagga
boot
dance.
stomping.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna find right now. Cool. And look at his eyes.
High kick. Some Jean-Claude Van Damme shit. I kick higher than you. They're fucking like roosters, man. Made in God's image, huh? Seems
Right.
like these motherfuckers are animals like everything else rolling around in its own shit on this planet.
Peacocks.
Yep.
He means that shit too. You see that shit in his eyes.
Like the natural progression of this shit is tap dancing. A couple thousand, maybe a million or so years of evolution. Oh, maybe. Yeah, they're
Oh,
almost
shit.
there.
Get it.
Yep. Like next is tap dancing, and then they'll have their break dancing.
Right, just hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my ragtime, yeah.
Maybe they will be a superpower in 50 years.
Yeah, leave Japan, Middle East, Africa, Australia. You think China would lose to India? You think so?
Nah, no way in hell, man.
There's a Swamp Fox in the chat says.
Yeah, they'd be the cyber war alone. China's most of India's shit would never get off the ground.
They look like, is it still in fast forward?
And you might think that our government's very different over here, but I just see a meeting in Congress right here. This is what I see.
Swamp Fox says Pakistan just has cool beards. That was pretty interesting. Like the haka dance, like the what do they call it? Is it Maori? Is that how you say it? They got nukes too, though, don't they, Swamp Fox?
I know they're definitely dabbling heavily in nuclear energy.
Yeah, the aircraft. We have the most air. We have the biggest air force. Don't we have this as much as like the next 3 countries as far as air?
And soon space. And
Right.
everybody laughed.
I know we'd shit all over China, but it's such a lose fucking proposition. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
what are we gonna
Congratulations, you beat China. Congratulations, you now have to run and maintain the fucking,
that dead ass land where they can't grow shit.
You got to keep the production lines running. They probably, I don't know, they probably wouldn't hate us too fucking much. There's enough people over there that probably want out.
Fox says nobody gonna use nukes. They're gonna get mollywopped by everybody. I think if they were getting whooped by everybody, that's precisely when they'd use nukes. I think that's why India hasn't taken over fucking Pakistan, actually. It's because they have nukes of their own. Let's see.
Family and supporters marched to Louisiana governor's compound to protest troopers beating and tasing someone. Don't try that shit at Washington, D.C. Especially after they spend that 1.9 fucking billion dollar fucking security fucking increase.
Here we go. We just eliminate their population with bombs and recolonize in our own image. Big brain. Super big brain. Gotta run though. Right on, Swamp Fox. Here, I got that info for you right here. Let me see, where is that? Right there. Pakistan is believed to have a stockpile of approximately 160 warheads, making it the 6th largest nuclear arsenal. Tons of nukes, not just a couple.
Mm-hmm. Don't have a lab leak.
I'm down for annex and bomb, though. I say we start with fucking Mexico, since they seem to be getting terrorized by the cartels. We should just fucking just move our troops from Syria and Afghanistan and Iraq straight to Mexico. Since it's such a problem, maybe we should inject a little freedom down there. My personal opinion. But whatever. What else we got? Anything else? What's going on out there?
I think that's it for now. I think we're all pretty much all caught up.
Start with England. Yeah, fucking England. Everything's England's fault. I mean, if you really think about it, nothing's our fault. We are just we're like their fucking redheaded stepchild, right? It's all England's fault. It's not whiteness, it's United Kingdom-ish. Commonwealth-ish. Nothing annoys me more than a Canadian or an Australian talking about how we need to change our laws here. It's like, hey, listen here, bro.
But I mean, that sort of seems like that's implying that like monarchy is like, it's a white thing, because there's plenty of non-white monarchists
Monarchs
to this day.
I'd say
Still,
not in England though. Pretty sure they've
Oh.
all been white.
yeah, but I mean, in the fucking world there are. So it's not like simply it's you can't say that it's still, again, not even so much all England's fault. There was once a time before England. It's people. People
Sure.
are the problem. People gotta learn to forgive each other's fucking ancestors. Apparently, forgive
Yeah.
the imaginary people that you don't know but imagined have hurt you, and be the best you can fucking be, and that's it.
You should start blaming Greece. Fucking Greeks and their city-state ideas.
Yeah, they pull gyros out of Chicago, then I'm gonna fucking have a problem with that. We're gonna leave them alone.
Right on, Sharon.
People want to look at somebody to blame. I say blame yourselves.
Yeah, look in the mirror first, right?
Blame yourself.
Sharon says another great thought-provoking stream. We appreciate you, Sharon. Thanks for coming through once again. You're the MVP around here. Should make you a mod. Yeah. There was one more thing that's been going around lately in this political discourse. They've been talking about the pride parades and having kink involved in the pride parades. Apparently there's like pictures going around from like 10 years ago where there's a couple of people dressed up like dogs, like puppies, like getting walked around with masks on and like banana hammocks.
The brony crowd. The bronies are at it again.
But apparently in the picture there's like a little kid like fucking touching one of their masks.
Yeah.
So that's like the big discourse now is having kink involved in the pride parades.
So the bronies want to wear latex.
My first thing is like, what about kink is LGBTQA plus? You know what I mean? And it doesn't fit any of those categories to me. A kink is a kink. Everybody has their fucking kink, and what does that have to do with pride? You know what I mean? I just don't understand the correlation between the two in the first place. I mean, it's kind of, I would think, a little bit homophobic even to say that it belongs at a pride parade.
They're gonna saturate that movement. It's gonna mean way too many fucking things, and just another attempt to to get this shit under the fucking rug, more or less, by the players of culture. Because I mean, it certainly doesn't bode well for the movement. But at the same time, like, the pedos tried to fucking latch onto this shit as well,
And this
is just the next move in my eyes.
That's kind of where my mind goes, man, is that it's a pride parade. You know what I mean? This is all about acceptance and normalization of the whole LGBTQ movement, right? I mean, I'm not sure exactly what the anagram is. I usually just stop at LGBT because I don't know. But isn't that what it's all about? Is inclusivity, like letting people of any age come out and show their pride. You know what I mean? So like fucking, I know there's like a junior pride thing where it's made for young people, but it's a parade. You know what I mean? Shouldn't that be like accepting of families and stuff like that? I mean, you and I know what happens at these pride parades. Shit gets fucking out of hand in a hurry. And it's almost like people are looking to turn it into like a get out of jail free card. Like it's just free reign on this day to do whatever the fuck you want in public. You know what I mean?
All I'm going to say is they took away my goddamn Southside Irish parade.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to fucking say. You know, you got dudes that want to dress up in latex and give fucking pony rides, have a little fucking petting zoo.
Right?
Do you? I mean, if people want to fucking bring their fucking kids there and subject them to that sort of trauma, go right the fuck ahead. But they took away my fucking Southside Irish parade though because people were getting a little bit too drunk.
Like fucking 9 in the morning. The Southside Irish Parade's always a good time. It used to be anyway. Even the year they canceled it, they still had one and fucking arrested a bunch of people out there, didn't they?
The number one threat in America today, apparently.
Right.
Southside Irish.
Wombat says, I won't front. I don't have an issue with pride, but it's gone way off the rails. It says it shouldn't involve all the kink nonsense, and it damn sure shouldn't involve children.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have the foot fetish portion of the parade.
Yeah,
You know?
sure. Sharon says it's as if they're wanting to push the envelope for a reaction. It kind of does seem like that. It's like the constantly pushing the envelope of public acceptance. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, indecent exposure is still a law in all 50 states, I'm pretty sure. So if it is going to be in public and there are going to be children in the vicinity, there should be absolutely none of that shit.
Yeah. I don't know why there'd be any kids in the vicinity unless they unfortunately lived in the area and had to walk through it.
Right?
You know?
Like why? I don't even understand why. Like why? Why do the people that are pushing this narrative of kink being involved in a parade, like why not just fucking rent out the club for the after party? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That way it's in a private business, it's fucking not on the street, and you know there's gonna be no children there. You know what I mean? That's my whole thing, dude. It's just about fucking, you know. Just think if you have a kid and you're driving by and you see the parade going on, your kid's like, what's that? You know, you should be able to take your kid to the pride parade so that you can explain to, new ideas that he might be running into for the first time, he or she, whatever, you know.
It seems like all the wildest science fiction, like movie versions of the future, and how like crazy and dystopian and like, the way that the advertisements and shit are, just information overload and fucking just, sex everything. It seems like it seems fucking pretty accurate, and the reality might end up being even wilder than any fucking science fiction fucking imagination. I mean, go back and watch Back to the Future too.
Even Black Mirror. Have you seen the Black Mirrors?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of those ones are eerily familiar.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
faster than you would think too.
Yeah, novelty is it's coming around faster and faster. And hopefully we reach that final point sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see, right? I always default to protecting the innocence. You know what I mean? That's what I always default to in any situation like this. It's like if everything revolves around consent, and if you're doing it in public, then you're not doing it with the consent of the people that are witnessing it, especially if it's a child, because the child can't give consent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's where my thinking always just rolls back to.
Yep.
But I mean,
certainly had no consent when I was a child. Jesus Christ. Adults were the law. Any adult. Didn't matter who the fuck they were.
Right.
You were going to respect them.
And it's not like you just run into people living out their kinks in everyday normal fucking interactions in public. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what I mean. It's like they're almost using it or pushing it as a one day fucking anything goes. Sharon says common courtesy. Exactly. Common courtesy for the general public, you know? Anything that involves, like I said, indecent exposure. That's what I'll say, because that's literally against the law. And I know that they don't, obviously, in pride parades, they seem like, you know, really fucking happy, good times. You know what I mean? Everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's partying, having fun. It's like there's not a whole lot of fucking bad feelings going on. It's like, I'm pretty sure that the police they're really lax on what they do enforce during the pride parade. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, in introducing this this new fucking aspect doesn't seem like a good idea to me.
I don't know. I think get over time, just like with anything, you get numb to it. It loses its fucking luster.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, with this shit, yes, being out there, there probably will be a time where, a child, even a young fucking child will just walk right past this shit because it is the fucking norm and think nothing of it. It just seems to be. It seems to be the fucking case. Kids will be. It's where it's gonna fucking go for sure.
Obviously, I have
Just
no problem with kink in general. And everybody has their own thing,
it
but
just
it's like
seems like, yeah, it
pushing the
just doesn't
envelope,
seem
man.
like there's, yeah, but the envelope is always pushed. Change is the only thing constant in this existence, and
Yeah,
there's no fighting change. There's no fight. You're on a losing fucking battle by
right.
default.
And I could even understand the part of the argument that's like, whatever, 50 years ago, even just being gay walking down the street wasn't
Yeah,
necessarily accepted. But I
I
think
mean,
that this is I don't think that they're as comparable as
I
as
mean,
easy as that, you know what I mean?
it's.
I think it's a little bit.
I don't think it's really fucking harming anybody. I mean, should 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 people be bringing their fucking kids there? I mean, not if the kink shit, probably not. It's probably not the smartest decision, but I mean,
Right.
at the same time, because yeah, like you said, especially just with the mere consent factor, is that the child does not consent to be subjected to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but nobody's no. I mean, there really is no fucking harm. So who gives a fuck? Live their fucking lives, and let's just move on. Let's just get to the point where none of this shit fucking matters, and
Yeah.
get past this little fucking pissing contests of I like doing this. You got to let me do this. You got to let me do this. Okay, do it. Who gives? Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody has given a fuck all along. Let's fucking move on and, save the fucking planet or leave the fucking planet. Let's get to a fucking purpose here besides
Yeah.
look at me, look at me.
Yeah, get to some shit that actually matters, that could actually help people, instead of just divide people along fucking imaginary differences anyway. I mean, we're pretty consistent as long as you're not hurting somebody else. As long as you're not interfering with somebody else's freedoms. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Don't break the law. Don't interfere with somebody else's their rights, and then you're good to go. Obviously, I don't think I would bring my kids to a pride parade if there was a kink section in the parade. You know what I mean? I've personally never been to one. I'm not sure if it's like starts off a little bit more wholesome in the morning, and then as things naturally go, they get more and more debaucherous as the night goes on. Maybe it's like a 9 to noon is like the kids' time. You know what I mean? Where they can go get their rainbow balloon animals and whatever, But I don't know. Working in the industry, in the party industry, and the after hours clubs and everything, it's like we've seen some fucking crazy shit in public. So I just makes me a bit leery of daytime public, children present. It's all about the kids, man.
You lost me for a second. My fucking power surge. And I thought I was disconnected, and it brought me right back in.
Right on, right on.
Is it fucking storming? Yeah, my TV went out and shit. What the fuck's going on? Is it storming out there? Or is it about to? Or they kicking in my door was my last motivational quote too much. Oh shit, he's bringing the people together. He just said, who gives a fuck about kink at the Pride Parade? Son of a bitch.
Right.
We can't radicalize this one.
Hit the button.
Yeah.
Hit the button.
Fuck, enlightenment trumps radicalization. We got to take this one out.
Give me 1 second here. I'm going to try to wrap it up. I'm going to raid my buddies. So yeah, that about wraps it up. Anything else? Anything else you want to cover before we get the fuck on out of here?
No, that was a pretty good stream. Had a lot of fun. Definitely could have used the other title though, and the other meme for the fucking thumbnail though, since we had so much Fauci in this one.
Yeah.
We had this it's basically a knock on the Antifa flag, but it's two masks, a red mask and a black mask, and it's anti-fascist.
Yeah, anti-fascist. It's a good one. Maybe we'll
That was
use it for next week. Hopefully he gets fired in the next week or so.
Yeah. You know, trust the science. I say trust yourself.
Well, on that note, everybody, I appreciate everybody coming through. We definitely appreciate you guys. You know, like Mr. Wombat and Miss Sharon coming through every time we go live, hanging out with us, keeping the conversation going. If anybody wants to join the Discord, we threw the link in there a couple times. Feel free, go ahead and hit it. And every time we go live from now on, I think we're just gonna do open panels. So if anybody wants to jump on and shoot the shit with us, throw some ideas back and forth, you're more than welcome.
Absolutely. A lot of fun every single time. It's good having you guys all here. Keep coming back.
And on that note,
stay positive, everybody.
We're out of here.